If you are seeing the number 14, if you are seeing this sigil is representing a message to you that's called the gift. So if you're seeing this sigil, you are not clearly seeing the gifts of this circumstance or whatever circumstances or situations you're going through. You're not seeing them. You're just seeing just the drawback. You're just seeing just the negativity of it. You are clearly seeing how what happened or is happening is damaging you, but you can't see how it is helping or even how it is exactly what is needed to get you to what you have always wanted. So if an ant in South America were to dream of something, right, that only exists in Africa, that ant could not see how to get there or even that Africa exists. That will be easy for you as a human to see. So you would get the ant to his ultimate desire by putting him on a plane. But the second you put the ant on a plane, he would feel as though you were abusing him and doing things against his best interests. He would feel as if, he was losing everything. And instead of using an ant, for instance, use like a dog or a cat who has to fly, you know what I mean? And you have to put them in the cage, and then they have to go, to the pet area. But you might be moving to a different location where it's the pet is going to be more happier. Maybe you're moving somewhere that has more parks, more doggy parks. Maybe you're moving somewhere that is more pet friendly. You can find like pet cups, but the place that you're going or came from didn't have all that stuff. So even though the dog is whining and wants you, want to be next to you during this flight, you know that it can't. And once it and the dog might be upset with you, but once it gets out of the plane and meets you again and get to see its new, location, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't lose everything, I actually gained, all right? So this is what is happening. So in this scenario, you are that dog. You are that ant. And the universe is trying to push you to those situations. There is something of value, one gift of many in every existence, no matter how painful it is, okay? When we throw the whole situation away as being negative, as being, not a positive situation, a frustrating situation, we are throwing the baby out with the bathwater, okay? So look for the positives in the situations you are in or are in. Look for how it served you and gave to you instead of how you might have took it, the wrong way. So you might have a situation right now. I'm just going to use a love situation, right? Because everybody wants to know about love. And you might be going through a breakup or something, or a divorce or a separation or whatever the situation might be. And at the time, it just, everybody is blaming the other person or you're blaming yourself or whatever it is. But you're not looking at, okay, what have you learned from this person? What kind of information have you given them about people like that type of person? What not to do for the next time. Or maybe that person taught you how to make a new dish, and now since you spent that time when everything was all good making that dish, now you got an extra dish under your belt and you guys made it so much together that you don't need to spend 5 to 10 to a half an hour looking up on Google the best recipes for this, that, and the other, because you already, during your relationship when it was all good, you guys already, did that together and you now know. Or maybe he taught you about, or she taught you about Bitcoin, and you never knew that. But, with that knowledge that you spent with her, she taught you about Bitcoin. Now you can invest on your own without hiring somebody or being insecure about it. Maybe that person helped you with your confidence up. So instead of, during your relationship, but that doesn't mean, okay, well, now the relationship is over, I can't take those gifts with me. This sigil number 14 is saying take the gifts, okay? Let those gifts bring you more shine and more clarity about what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life. So if you are seeing the sigil once again, you aren't seeing the bigger picture. In the same way that an animal can't see that a person who is sitting, that is sitting is free, but has to put it into a trap in order to set it free. So it fusses and fights and it tries to, hiss or growl or whatever at you, but you're actually trying to free it, so it's kind of like that. You are that caged animal that's only temporarily being trapped at the moment, or being in stress at the moment, or worry at the moment. But if you see in a bigger picture of it all, it's like, oh, okay, well, this has probably happened because, be real with yourself, because I needed to learn this. I needed to learn how to, let's just go relationships once again, because everybody is on relationships, or we can talk about the job, like, oh man, I wasted 10 years on this job. But you might look at all the skills you have and sometimes when we do something repetitive or in something for so long, it's hard for us to look at, the accomplishments that was made within that journey. We chuck it up as wasted time, but you actually have gained a lot. So once again, if you're seeing this sigil, you are not currently seeing that everything that happens is basically just a puzzle piece, a piece of the puzzle of the big picture, okay, that you truly want. And often the universe knows how to best get us there much better than we do. Have a good day and night. And this is your shadow reading.